Well, we had two great looks, especially the one in the corner by Chris Ledlum, to win the game, and unfortunately it didn't bounce our way. You know, when we lost to Creighton, I think you could see how happy I was about the loss, because there's no moral victories. But tonight, there was a moral victories. I think we were undermanned. I thought our guys showed amazing character down the stretch to fight back against a very seasoned ball club that was picking us apart defensively. So although we lost and I'm disappointed, I thought it was a great effort by our guys, and I can't complain about the way they played. They ran their offense, they went back door, they did some really, really good things tonight. So I'm very pleased with that performance, very disappointed we lost, but let's give Marquette all the credit for executing the two-man game in the second half.
Start with Zach.
Rick, what did you see defensively in the second half? Was it just, obviously Marquette, we all know they're very good when they get going.
Well, they just force you to switch, and they help. And they have, you know, I call them like, those two guys play like Stockman and Malone. They're very good with each other, and they know how to throw the pocket pass. You have to switch it, and we did a few times, but we came off the corner. But they shot a very high percentage in the second half, shooting obviously 75%. But despite all of that, to come back and have a great chance of winning is a good thing.
Is Naeem?
I'd say so, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not a fracture or break, it's a sprain.
How you doing, Coach? It seems as though Joel came off to a little bit of a slow start. What do you attribute that to? Was it just him, or was it the defensive pressure from Marquette?
Are you from New York?
I am.
Okay. So, here was my pregame speech. You all got to get off Joel Soriano. Not you, my team I'm talking about. You all got to get off of him. Joel Soriano didn't lose Seton Hall. Ledlum, you lost it. Dingle, Naeem, well, you guys lost it. Don't be putting it on him. He's one man. I said, you win together, you lose together. So he's taking too much breath. Look, he's being triple teamed when he catches the basketball. He gave good effort tonight. I've got no problems with him. My problems were with everybody else and the fact that he's getting the blame. There are no great players on this team. There are a lot of good players on this team that if they aspire to be great, greatness is in their grasp. And that's what we got to get. Tonight, with 6 minutes to go in the game, they went after greatness. They had a wide open shot in the corner. They got a good shot with 4 seconds to go. So when good teams aspire to be great, remember now the book that was bestseller, Good is the Enemy of Great. It's true. If you aspire for greatness, even though you're good, greatness is in your grasp. And just that's what we got to do. With 5 minutes to go in the game, we aspire to be great. I know our players are hurt by this loss, but they should be hurt by Seton Hall, not by this loss.
Rick, outside of Daniss' shot not going in at the end, was it executed how you wanted?
I wanted a good shot, and if they took him away, we were going to Joel, and we were going to pass it over top to someone, but I can't ask for a better shot than that. He was wide open. I fell down thinking it was going in, and I thought it was dead. I thought Ledlum's shot was dead. Obviously, at 71, my eyesight's not great.
Rick, with Zuby, I know that you've been very high on him lately. Where has this offensive game that he's showing, when has it developed? What have you seen with him that's gotten him to where he is now?
Zuby started out the year with great intensity, great hustle, great fire, but he was constantly dropping the ball in traffic, always dropping the ball. And he's evolved into a player with good hands. The reason he was dropping the ball was he was always thinking about, football, catching and running at the same time instead of looking the ball into your hands. So, we're trying to develop Zuby, Brady, Sim, RJ. And, I changed the routine, RJ. I took over as a doctor. I said, that's it. I'm either going to shut him down completely. I met with his father, I met with him. I'm either going to shut you down, or we're going to do something about this because this is not working. Coming to practice and practicing for 20 minutes out of 2 hours. He's not in shape. He doesn't know the plays. I said, we're not doing that anymore. We either shut you down and we'll go for next year, or we're going to go by my routine. And what I did was, okay, after the game, you're going to take off. Then you're going to go through a full practice the next day. Then you're going to take off the day before the game. At least then you will have the reps necessary to play the game. What we were doing was asinine, to say the least, because the kid couldn't learn to play, couldn't learn defenses, just couldn't play.
Coach, with this afternoon's loss, you lost today by 1, lost to Creighton by 1, and lost to UConn by 4. Those 3 were the 3 teams picked at the top of the conference in the preseason poll. Does that encourage you with the Big East tournament just around the corner, or does that discourage you?
You know, every coach gets discouraged with a loss, but understand this. These are 3 teams that you could rank in the top 10 in the nation. We're rebuilding, and in all 3 games, we not should have won, but could have won. So, and then we played Villanova for the first time in 3 decades. We won. So outside of 1 game this season, they're just getting to know, like they're a machine because they know each other so well. We're just getting to know each other and build something. I think our crowd is great, even though the numbers aren't high. It doesn't have to be high because the 10, 11,000 that are here are awesome. So everything's going in the right direction for us. Regardless of what happens with the score. We are going to build something that you're going to look in 2 years and say, that's greatness. I'm committed to that. I'm committed to that. And understand something. I didn't take over Kentucky in a good time. I took over when there was a little boy in Sports Illustrated that said, Kentucky shame. I didn't take over Louisville at a good time. It wasn't in there. They weren't at their zenith. They were at their bottom. And Providence I didn't take over. So there's a formula for success. It's all based on who you bring in. And we're bringing in guys like RJ and Brady and Sim and Zuby, and that's the start of it all. And with our other guys who are going to carry us through, we're building something special. This is the only time I really, really liked what I saw tonight. I really liked the guts, the determination to win that game.
So you're very encouraged by how that game finished. That even though it's been 3 in a row here, you think the end of that game was a big step forward?
A major quantum leap, the way we finished the game. I had an owner at Panathinaikos, Dimitri. We lost 3 games and he was so upset. And I said to him, don't panic. Those are three tough teams. We're going to be fine. We're going to make the playoffs. It's no problem. January, if you looked at the schedule, Zach, I'm sure you did, and you say, that's going to be a rough month for them.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have your points in the schedule where it's going to be rough. Then you pick it up. But the guts, like I told them in the time out before the last, I said, you want a quick shoot, you're going to lose by 18 or 20. You want to run your offense, you're going to win this game. Because Ledlum took a quick shot, RJ took a quick shot instead of running the offense and giving us a chance to offensive rebounds. We went to the offensive glass like we were possessed at the end of the game. So that was a great sign. So I think we took a quantum leap because we're getting better. And you got to judge a team on the whole body of work. It's very easy to get discouraged with the Seton Hall performance. Very easy. But we said that we got out rebounded by 21. So I think we're making strides. I can't tell you where we're going to be at the end. I just think we're making great strides.
With Naeem now out for what you think is a while, does that Wiltshire now
remember, we're out with Knott and Dingle.
Right. No, I know, but you expect Dingle back at some point.
Yeah.
Like whether it's
knowing him, it'll probably be March.
Do you? I mean, but what? Granted, you get Dingle back.
Sim is. Look, I went with Sim in a crucial part of the game tonight because Daniss wasn't playing well, and I have no problem doing that. Daniss had probably his. And what I told Daniss is, you played awful for 32 minutes. Make this the best 8 minutes of your life. So I have no problem playing Sim. This is a tough game for Sim because of the way they slap down the ball, the way they do things. But Sim's position, unlike Brady, unlike the other, it's the toughest position to learn. The point guard, I never played Peyton Siva as a freshman, never played Russ Smith as a freshman. It's just very difficult to learn all the different things, but he's doing a good job of learning.
We'll take a couple more right here in the front.
You guys had 11 turnovers in the first half, only 2 in the second half. Did you do anything specific? Did you tell your team anything specific to?
Yeah, I told Daniss to stop dribbling the ball off his toe, and I told RJ stop stepping out of bounds. Those are turnovers you can control. Those lines, you have to stay within the lines. They just put it in the other day, those lines at the Garden.
All right, last question, Raj.
Rick, about the end of the game, based on the conversations that you had with the guys during the 2 timeouts before the inbounds play, did you get a shot that was one of the things that you drew up? How did you feel about that shot that you got?
We were going, yes, I was more than pleased with the shot. I said, we're running multiple turnoffs off our special, and whoever has the ball is going to go down the court and shoot the ball. And Daniss had a great look at it, a little more time, we were going to try to go to Joel and dish it to the sideline. But I'm glad that we got the shot we got over Joel making that pass.
Thanks, Coach.